Hi everyone and welcome to Nico's Kitchen once again. Today we're doing a classic dish and something I get a lot of requests for. Today we're making a really easy roast beef. Okay, so we're making the classic. We're going to make it really simple, and best of all, it's so cheap to make this and you will love it. It's roast beef with a few trimmings, and this is what you're going to need. You're going to need some vegetables because we're going to be roasting some vegetables with this. So I've just kept it very simple. We've just got potato, carrot and pumpkin. Of course, you're going to need some beef. Now this is an eye fillet here, but you can use any like a rib roast or anything like that if you want to. It's up to you. It's up to what you can afford. It's up to what's available to you as well. You're going to need some garlic. You're going to need some dried thyme leaves. You're going to need some corn flour, some salt and pepper, and of course some red wine, because we're going to be making our own gravy, but I'll get to that a little bit later. That's all you're going to need, so let's get started. Okay, so what I want you to do first is cut up your carrot, potato and your pumpkin or whatever vegetables you're going to be using to roast, and pop them in some boiling water for about 20 minutes, some salted boiling water. And what that will do is that will partially cook the carrot, pumpkin and potato, so when we go to roast them, we're going to make them even more crispier on the outside. Okay, so what I want you to do with your roast is just get a very sharp knife and just score the top of the roast there, just like that. Okay, don't go in too far. Alright, and then I want you to chop up your garlic into pieces like that. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're just going to open up those wedges we've made and stuff the garlic into the beef. Okay, so I've just transferred my beef into our roasting tray, and I want to grab our thyme, and I just want to sprinkle the thyme over the top of the beef. And just pat your beef down, just so those thyme sprinkles stick to the beef. Roll it over, and do the same thing on the other side. Now I want to put some salt on our beef, and pepper. And again, just rub the beef. Don't ever, especially guys, don't ever be afraid to rub your meat. And just repeat the process, salt on the back, and pepper. And just give it a good rub. Now guys, this is optional. You don't have to do this if you don't have any red wine, but I just want to drizzle just a tiny bit of red wine over the beef. Now I don't want too much on there, because if you put too much wine in the roasting pan, your roast vegetables will steam rather than roast. Okay, so not too much wine, just enough, just so it goes over the top and it gets in those little crevices there with the garlic. Now what I want to do in a colander is just strain our boiling vegetables that we've had on. And guys, see these little holes in the colander? When you shake the colander around, it's going to be creating a rough surface on the pumpkin, carrot and potato. And that's awesome when you're roasting vegetables, because they're the little imperfections that are going to get nice and crispy. So just give it a good shake. Okay guys, so that now goes into a preheated oven at 200 degrees, and it goes in there for an hour. Now guys, we're going to be working on our gravy. Now what you see here is absolutely gold. We've got the pan juices in there, we've got the red wine, the fat that's dripped off the beef. It is absolutely gold, and we're going to make a really nice gravy out of it using all those flavours. So I've just put our roasting tray on the hot plate, and I'm going to add in just a tiny bit of corn flour. Now I just want to mix that around, okay, and I want to scrape off all those real crispy bits off that roasting pan. Now guys, just keep going until that gravy just hangs off the back of the spoon. It's not too runny, but it's not too thick either. And just with a spoon, Just push all those bits through the sifter and you'll be left with this beautiful gravy on the bottom. So there you have it, guys. Nico's quick roast beef with some roast vegetables off to the side. It's not, you can do a lot more with this, okay? It's a roast dinner, but this is just very quick, very, very simple without going to all the hard work of a big, big roast. Right, let's give this a try. That beef melts in your mouth like butter. It is absolutely beautiful, guys, especially for a winter's or a really cold Sunday afternoon. It's absolutely fantastic. All the ingredients for this recipe are below. Just click the arrow button and all the ingredients will pop up. You take care and I'll see you next time.